Hi, in this video we're going to look at applying Pythagoras' theorem in a 3D situation. So you can see the diagram on the left. I've got a rectangular prism, 8 metres high, 5 metres wide, 9 metres deep. And I want to know the longest object I can place into that. So basically the distance. So I'm going to have it between a bottom corner A and its opposite top corner G. And so that's going to be the longest distance within inside that box. So what we need to do though is we're going to break this up into two 2D planes. So if you look now, you can see that from point A to point G, okay, from A to G, if I go down to F and then from F across to A, I've got a right angle triangle within my prism. So the side that I want to find is the longest side. I'm going to label that Y. But to do that, I've only got one measurement, so I need to also know the value for x, so basically the distance from A to F. So to find this value for x, I'm going to look and see if I can find another triangle within my shape. So now looking at from the top down, you can see that my length x becomes the hypotenuse of the triangle across the base of my prism. So I can find out x because I know this distance here is 5 metres and this length here, BF, is 9 metres. So I can just use Pythagoras. So if I know that c squared equals a squared plus b squared, and remember c is always our hypotenuse and the two shorter sides are labelled a and b, I've got x squared equals 5 squared plus 9 squared. So x squared equals 5 squared is 25, 9 squared is 81, so 25 plus 81 is 106. Now I could find the square root of 106 to find x, but I actually don't need that. I can actually just use this because remember, to find the hypotenuse of my other value, I'm going to be squaring that anyway. So if we go back to the first triangle that we found, now x is going to be one of my shorter sides and y is my hypotenuse, so it's going to be labelled as c, and so my two sides a and b. So if I'm using Pythagoras' theorem, c squared equals a squared plus b squared, c squared is y squared, a squared is x squared plus b squared is 8 squared. Now remember, we found that x was the square root of 106, but we didn't really need to worry about doing that because we need x squared in here. So I can just substitute x squared with 106. 8 squared is 64 to give us y squared. So y squared equals 170, and therefore y is going to be the square root of 170, which is 13.038, or I'm going to say approximately 13.04 metres if I've done it to the nearest centimetre. Thank you.